Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are at Tour St. Louis. Right now we're just doing a spin out on the TT bikes to kind of get ready for the time trial tomorrow. We got Maddox and Zane behind me. So yeah, feeling good, feeling strong. Let's get it. Hell yeah. Woo!
Yeah, he's the, so we got dropped and then he dropped me.
No, like I was like, you dropped me. You went.
All right, hey guys, so right now I'm just spinning around getting ready for the crit. I ended up winning the TT and that means I'm currently first overall. I'm just gonna try to focus on staying in, maybe getting into a break. Yeah, now it's recording.
Okay, hey guys, so this is the first day. This is Carondelet Park. So this course has 2 hills in it, so that means 2 descents. There are no sharp corners, you can pedal through every corner, so that wasn't an issue to worry about. Really, we were just looking for breaks and making sure that nothing too serious got away. So on the front right now, that is Alex Hamilton, and he won the time trial, so he is very strong, someone that we need to look out for in the break, and he will play a pivotal role later in the video. So right now we're coming down into the fastest corner on the course. You can pedal through it. These early moves are just, people are feeling good, so they're getting the moves out of their system. I'm not too worried about anything, and that's about all that happens for the first 20-30 minutes, so I'm going to skip forward a little bit until there's a little more action. Okay, so this is a little bit later in the race, and Jake decides to jump across to these guys. He looks over at Alex, and then he decides to jump across, so I wanted to get on the front and kind of block a little bit, but people started coming around me, so I kind of just had to sit in the wheels and follow people that were chasing him back. This is a little bit later in the race, so you can see Zane to my left. That is Nate Wendling in the Mac kit. Jake's in the little break that's getting caught right now, and we're just controlling things, making sure that nothing gets away without us in it. If something gets away with us in it, then that's a different story, but we're just trying to keep it smooth, controlled, and keep everything stable until 20 or so minutes to go. Okay, so we're coming in. I would say we have about 20 minutes left in the race. And this little Cycle X dude, very strong, very strong. Very high cadence too. He's kind of bringing back the little break that I believe Jake is in up the road. And I'm just sitting on the wheel. Maybe counterattack afterwards, that's what I was thinking. Again, just trying to keep everything smooth and under control. So after he starts slowing down a little bit, I decide to attack across. And I'm trying not to bring anyone with me because I don't want to just drag the whole field up to the break with my teammate in it. Looking back on this wasn't a very smart move. I apologize later in the race to Jake because I did end up kind of dragging the field with me. But this wasn't going to be the winning move. Pretty sure of that. So it didn't really matter in the end. But again, just some silly race tactics from me. Okay, this is a little bit later in the race. So I don't have the whole race on video. I just have the first 45 minutes or so. So I don't have the finish, like I said. And I'll just kind of tell you guys what happened. So about 2 laps after I stopped recording here, I attacked and got in a break with Alex Hamilton. It was just me and him, and we were doing really good. We had a big gap, and if I could have stayed on the wheel, we would have gone 1-2. But he ended up he pulled super hard. I pulled super hard, and then he attacked off of my pull, which, whatever, it's just racing. But I couldn't hold the wheel, so I got dropped, and he ended up taking the win, so congrats to him. I ended up just finishing mid-pack. I was cooked from my move with Alex, so I stayed mid-pack and just stayed safe for the finish. Okay, so this is Forest Park. So this is the second day. We just had a grid today, no time trial. And this is a few minutes into the race. I didn't start recording immediately. And right now you can see a University of Wisconsin Platteville guy going off the front. We're going to get on the front and kind of decided to bring that back a little bit. You can see Jackson Clary in the white Indiana State champ jersey. That's another guy that we need to keep marked because he is very strong. And this race went a lot like the first. We kind of just sat in near the front and tried to control as much as we could. Overall, it went pretty smooth. Now, for some reason, my resolution on this clip and this video in general for Forest Park is really low compared to what it usually is. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to save up to get a new GoPro, but I also have other things that I'm saving for. The resolution will get better in the future. Just right now, I'm doing the best that I can with what I have. So the pace is slowing down a little bit. I decided to move up here, and right in front of me is Terrell Pickett. He's on YouTube. I talked to him a few minutes before this. He's pretty cool, and he has a Mercedes bike, a Mercedes Bianchi, or Bianchi, whatever you want to call it. So that was pretty cool to talk to another YouTuber. This is just, I would say, 20 minutes into the race. Owen's on the front, monitoring the gap to that solo rider. And we're not too worried about anything because it's really early in the race. We're all feeling good, so we can bring back stuff. So eventually, some other riders decide that they want that solo rider back, so they're going to get on the front and start pulling it. And there's another guy that's off the front, so there's two guys off the front. They're split off a little bit, and then it's the peloton. So I'm just sitting near the front, keeping an eye on everything to make sure nothing gets too far away. You see some guys pulling off there, and it's slowing down a little bit, so I move out wide and then cut back in. I'm still working on my racing lines and tactics and everything. I know there's a lot more work to be done with that, but so to my left, that is Matthew McDonald. He is a very good sprinter, and he is someone that I need to look out for. He is currently right behind me in the standings for this Omnium. You see I'm talking to the UWP guy right there. He's buddies with the team, so to the right, that is Nate Wendeling kind of making a dig off the front, and I decided to follow because someone else follows. This isn't going anywhere because Nate just kind of flicks through. This is kind of just a useless effort, but it was fun to get off the front nonetheless. Real quick, so this bridge last year, the black groove section of the pavement there used to be awful. And you can see the pavement still isn't great, but it was awful last year. And now that it was fixed, that made for a bit of a race tactic change, and you can go a lot faster over it. So the sprint ended up being a lot faster than last year just because you can get so much more speed going into that final corner. So right now, Matthew's trying to flick through, but my teammate's up the road, so I'm not going to flick through. And he knows that. He's going to sit up, and then Jackson Clary is going to attack here, and a bit of a slingshot attack. I want to get on this immediately because he's very strong, and Matthew follows me, and then Jackson ends up just pulling this back by himself. This is a pretty hard effort to get back onto his wheel, but I ended up getting there, connecting, and it all came back together. So we're about halfway through this race, and again, I'm just trying to sit in and go with the flow of the pack, and it's slowing down a little bit here, so I decided I'm going to put in a little dig, so I start moving up to the right. Luckily, Owen moves out of my way and kind of opens up a gap, and then I decide to take it. So you can see me kind of going off the front here, putting in a little dig, seeing how the legs feel. Unfortunately, this doesn't go anywhere because I was top 5 in the overall standings, and people wanted me in the group, so I ended up getting brought back pretty quickly. I just kind of chilled, and nobody attacked over me. So this is just a little bit later in the race, got brought back, and I decided I want to try again. We're in the tailwind section here, which isn't a great place to attack, but I decided to go for it, get a little bit of a slingshot, and kind of put down the watts. I get a little bit of a gap here. This is going into a preem lap, so everyone just instantly gets on my wheel. This doesn't go anywhere, but it was still fun to try. It's always fun to go fast. So right here, I decided to attack just from the front, which was not a smart idea at all. I was really just testing the field out. Actually, I think I was just having fun, but again, it wasn't very smart. Again, this doesn't go anywhere, obviously. Right after this, the CycleX guy from the day before attacked over me, and he ended up staying off solo for the win, so big congrats to him. That was a really good effort. I ended up just finishing mid-pack again, brought my standings down to 4th, so I ended up 4th in the Omnium, and that was the weekend. So you can see the CycleX guy attacking. That was it. Overall, it was a fun weekend. It was good to get back on the bike and race. Next up, we have the Purdue Boilermaker Omnium in West Lafayette, so watch out for the video on that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day or night. I don't know what time you're watching this, but please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.